Hey guys, what's up? I'm Chris. Welcome to another episode. Today I'm gonna make some homemade dog food. I talked about it in a prior episode and you guys wanted me to do it. Although I already have a video on this from many years ago, it's many years ago. So today I'm gonna do it again, and I kind of just use that as a base, and I just take different things that I know my dogs like that are good for them, and I make it. So you can kind of make this however you want. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start out with, I got a pot of water boiling on the stove, and I got some red kidney beans. Now, sometimes I use black beans, garbanzo beans, and here I have some split peas. So what I'm going to do, because these take a while to cook, is I already got the water boiling, but you can either boil it for a couple hours or you can let it soak for a long time. And I'm gonna go for soaking it a long time because it saves energy. So the water's boiling, I'm gonna put it in there right now, and then I'm gonna cover it, turn it off, and I'm gonna set it there for at least 12 hours. This is gonna take a while. Here we go. Some peas, and we're just gonna put those in there like that. So this water has been boiling for a little bit. Put the top on it. I'm gonna turn that all the way off. We're just gonna let this sit. I'll see you guys later on tonight, but for you guys it'll be like, I like to just use a lot of the foods that they can eat that are healthy for them, that first off that is gonna go bad if I don't use it, and then I'll just go through my pantry or whatever and find things that I can give them. Right now I'm cutting up some carrots. They love carrots, as I think most dogs do, but we got a couple pieces. There's Zeke, here's Indy. Indy's, he doesn't even always catch now. I turn this back on. Carrots will take a while anyway, so I'm just gonna put those in there now. We've got our beans and our split peas in there, and they're nice and soaked, so I just finally turned the stovetop back on. As you can see, all these beans are nice, ready to go. I added a little bit of water, and you can just add, I don't have exact measurements of anything. I just like to throw everything together. Okay, I like to buy stuff for cheap, so when I can find good deals. I have a bag of brown rice that's gonna go in there. Just like that. If you need more water, you can put it in. All right, next I have some frozen veggies, mixed vegetables, and frozen peas. They're great for dogs, and my dogs love them. I want to get a variety of different nutrients in there, along with the peas as well. A little bit of canola oil in there. Okay, some molasses. We have some blackstrap molasses. It's going to come out nice and slow like molasses. A little bit of that in there. Oats are good for dogs and they're good for people. So we're going to put the rest of that in there. There's about maybe a cup and a half in there. Now remember, this is going to expand as it cooks, so we're getting down to the end. I have a package of tofu. I love this tofu, but we're going to give it to the dogs because we also love the dogs. Normally I cut this open, I pour the water out, but it looks like we might need a little bit more water, so I'm just going to put everything in there, the water included. I'm just going to kind of break that up. Put that in there. We're almost done. This is almost too much. I have some ground flaxseed, which is good for your doggies. I'm gonna put about that much in. That's probably about 2 tablespoons. I had some red lentil rotini that I was gonna put in there, but that's not gonna fit unless I get another pot. Some turmeric. This is a good anti-inflammatory, and with Indy getting older, it's good for his joints. And the last thing that I'm gonna put in here is some dulse. It's got iodine, but it's not salt, comes from the sea. And I like to just put a little bit of this in here, like that, and that's good. All right, so this is what we have. And for those of you wondering why I'm not putting nutritional yeast in here, is I don't like to cook the nutrients out of it. So they love nutritional yeast. If you ever have a dog that doesn't like their food, sprinkle a little bit of nutritional yeast on it, and most likely they will eat it at that point. So I'll do that with their breakfast and with their dinner. So the only other thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna wait for this to come up to a boil. I'm going to put the lid on it, and then I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, and then after about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm going to turn it completely off, and I'm just going to leave it here overnight. And tomorrow morning, it's going to be a nice solid pot of dog food, and we're going to give it to him for breakfast. Okay, we are done. It is the next day, and that looks perfect. This is what you want it to look like. Nice, and if you really get in there, it's still going to be warm in the middle. And now we're going to just take it, and we're going to bring it over here. It's still warm, but it's not hot, so I like to put a cutting board down anyway. And just make sure you have a big enough container, or several containers. This one will fit everything. And do your best not to get this all over the place, and I'm just going to put it in there. And you know what? You could even eat this. It is good enough for human animals to eat just as well as our doggy friends. This will usually last both of my German Shepherds 5 days. When you break that down, that is a lot cheaper than the leading brands out there. Spoon about half a cup. Well, that's a heaping half of a spoon, so that's probably 2 cups. And right now, this is Wild Earth, and I am still looking for possible other foods for them. I'll take some of this. And this is Zeke's bowl. Zeke eats really fast, so I give him a good portion like that, and I stick it down, and that'll take him a little bit so he doesn't eat it so fast. And then Indy is a little bit different. Actually, Indy's yellow water in there. This is just turmeric and water. His joints are getting bad, so that's helped the inflammation. And they will eat this 2 times a day, so I'm down to feeding them twice a day, and it's perfect. You don't want to give them too much, but that's probably good right there. And then, like I said, if your dog doesn't like to eat something, you can always get this magical yellow dust. It's called nutritional yeast. And just sprinkle a little bit on top, and there you go. And that's their food. They eat better than I do. Put a lid on it, and that goes in the refrigerator. And twice a day they will get this. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Hit that like button. Merchandise below if you want to support the channel. And stay safe. Watch out for zombies. And I'll see you guys in the next video. King Gage!